Hi guys, Rab here from Rabtastic Paints, and in this video we're going to take it right back and we're doing an unboxing. We've not had many new products in the Star Wars Legion range for a while, so it was really cool to see these Rebel Sleeper Cell being announced. I pre-ordered 2 boxes of them. Due to some shipping issues, I'm only just receiving them now. So let's crack them open, see how they look, then build them up, get them painted, and I'll give you some suggestions as to how I'm going to run them anyway. I mean, probably shouldn't take my advice because I don't think I've won a game of Legion yet, but I'll tell you how I'm going to run them. So let's crack them open. The shininess is really ruining the picture. Use your safety knife. I love a good peel. I was looking forward to this box because they're kind of based on the Andor, not really rebels are they? They're just Andor dudes that decide to step up and fight the Empire. I really liked Andor's series, it was quite good. So inside we'll have enough to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys and 1 wee droid as well. So 8 total units. It's actually like a massive unit. There's all the plastic, there's the cards, with all that thing. Bases, thank God for that, because if there's no bases we'll be in trouble. And the instructions just say, not to spoil it for you because I've already opened it and built a box of them, the instructions just say to go online and get the instructions online. Don't really need the online instructions, to be honest. They're all lettered, so that's A, B, C, D for example, and the arms and legs are pretty unique in that they only fit each other. The only thing that is not is the heads, so the heads can be used on any of the models, and the Astromech's got a couple of options, but I'm spoiling it already, I'm getting ahead of myself. One thing I did notice in the instructions is it doesn't specify which unit's the unit leader, so I think you just designate that by putting the Lothcat on the base. Well, that one looks most like a leader with the hand up saying hold. So yeah, it doesn't really say which one it is. Obviously it's not the sniper, the marksman, it's not the droid, so you can choose whoever you want your leader to be. Right, the cards first I think, because I like the cards. These, correct me if I'm wrong, these are the first cards using the new rules. I know that the Riot Squad came at the same time, so they've got the Sleeper Cell card, which is very nice. Nice. 1 HP each, 1 wound each, 2 courage, which is good for, I guess there's special forces, but still. Surge to hit, surge to defend, red impact 1 in melee, or a black and a white with suppressive, or 2 black dice. So you can get up to 8 units in a squad, about 16 black dice, range 2 with tactical 1. Yeah, I think I'm going to have some fun playing these, and the other side just has weapon keywords and a little bit of information about them. Regarded as experts in guerrilla warfare, Sleeper Cells slip behind enemy lines and create the most chaos possible. So yeah, don't know if they're maybe sort of based on the Andor ones or if it's Sword Guerrillas guys. They were Partisans, I think they're called. But yeah, so that's the card. And the cards as well, Rebel Marksman, that's just kind of similar to Din Djarin's Ambon rifle. You tap it, roll dice and potentially just inflict a wound and gain a suppression. The Riot Squad to the Empire have got the exact same card I think. But the good thing about it is it just adds another miniature, so it's not 2 black dice. And then you have the Astromech. I think Tabletop Admiral calls it an R4 Astromech, but it's just called an Astromech. And that gives you a dodge token anytime you end a move in range 1 of an objective. Now, it says 1 or more objectives, so you're only going to get 1, but it says ends a move, not ends an activation. So I guess if you move into a range 1 and then just move again, but just slightly shorter, you'll get 2 dodge tokens, which is handy because the Sleeper Cell have nimble, so if you use a dodge token, you get it back. So this card's pretty handy. The tokens themselves seem to have changed how they make them. They are sort of, it's flat on one side, but it's sort of indented on one side to make it easier to pop, I guess. Who knows? Just, that's so fun. We make a ASMR channel of me just popping tokens. Where's my bin? Who knows? Tokens everywhere, just like a regular game. Right, bases. I don't need to explain bases to you, they're bases. Now, the sprues themselves, again, really impressed with them. Maybe it's from years of building difficult models for MESPG, but these are really impressive. He says struggling to open the bag. All packaged together. All the parts are very clearly labelled for each unit, and it's hard plastic, so you can use the plastic glue for them, and it's less messy than super glue. Really good. So I said the droid's got a couple of options, so you can have like caterpillar tracks or wheels. Let's build the droid then. What's them here? In fact, no, let's build one of the guys. Enough droids kicking about. So G is the marksman with the big rock that you can stick with him. So just look him out. It's always easier when you're not on camera. Who's the rest of them? Here's me talking about how easy it is, and I can't find them. And he's going to have a big sniper rifle arm, so that'll be there. G. And like I said, the heads are interchangeable, so any head you like. That's getting built. Do the cloak first. Well, won't right now because I need to unplug my glue. Now that the glue is unclogged, together. Attach the legs. Again, totally unique fixing points, so you won't get them mixed up. Well, these are particularly difficult anyway, but compared to like the B ones, very much so. And then the arms. Maybe we should dry fit these first, just to make sure. It's always smart to dry fit your models first. Me talking up how good the models are, I can build them. Ooh, stick at this one here, and there we go. So, just needs a little bit of push. And I said this one comes with like a terrain piece that you can choose to include or not. I've got one with it on, but I'll probably do both of them. Although I would suggest apologies, I would suggest not gluing it to the base, because then you're never going to be able to paint it. So we won't glue that to the base. We'll glue this one to this though. Make sure you plenty of space for the terrain. Put it there. Okay. And we dry fit the terrain. That should be fine. And then we just choose a head for them. We'll go with this one, which you can't see because zoom. Doc Ock looking guy. Maybe we should let it dry first. And with the rest of them built up, sorry, that's him on the base. And then once you've painted it, just get a little bit of covering behind them. So let's see how the rest of them build. And these are the models after they've all been built. I really like these sculpts. They are very dynamic, I think is the word to use. You know, they're not just sort of standing still and looking, they're all going somewhere, you can feel like they're moving. And the different posables, heads and stuff like that, it's really good. So your units will look completely different to mine, potentially. But yeah, pretty cool. Now to get them painted, first of all, let's go and prime them. With all of the models primed, it's now time to paint them. And we're going to paint them the best speed painting technique I know. It is, of course, slap chop. So a little bit of pure white on my dry brush. Work it into the bristles. Then I'm just going to go over the model lightly, picking out all the details. Maybe a little bit lighter. And we'll do that with all of the minis we've got. Once the models have been sufficiently slap chop, it's time to paint them. You can paint them however you wish. For me, I want them to look like regular Joes walking around an Imperial controlled planet, so I'm going for some blue grey jeans, some brown, some leathers, and some black as well. So hopefully they'll just look like regular dudes. So this is Space Wolves Grey, which is quite good for jeans. There's not a lot of colour in it sometimes. When it goes on, it does look pretty good, in my opinion, anyway. Might need to be a bit darker. With those nice blue jeans done, we'll do some Cygor brown, sorry, Gore-Grunta fur brown, which we use for his t-shirt. I think that's pretty space cowboy looking already. It isn't really, that's just what Star Wars is all about. Which are space cowboys. Next up we've got some snakebite leather, which we'll use for the gun holsters and the belt. Be a bit more careful and maybe wait until you know that those jeans have dried. Don't paint it when it's still wet like me. Close to the belt. Pretty good. For the boots, we're going to go a bit darker. We're going to go, this is Cygor brown this time. And don't mind a bit getting on the base because you'll cover it up anyway. Nice boots. And then for the big duster coat, I decided to go with Skeleton Horde because it is one of my favourite colours, and I think it really works for this sort of material. And it's just one of the best contrast colours. It covers really well, it runs really well, yeah, just a great colour. Final details now. I'm going to paint the guns with Black Legion. I've also went back and realised that these are gloves that he's wearing, so I painted them with the Cygor Brown guns. God. Make sure that's covered, and then onto the face. So for this particular Rodian, we're going to give him those signature purple eyes, which we're going to use the Leviathan purple, I think it is. I do like purple. I probably should use a smaller brush. Might regret this. Okay, not too bad. Going to swap smaller brushes for the other eye. And then for the skin, we're going to use Dark Angels Green. Might be a little bit. No, that's fine. I thought it might be a bit darker than I wanted it to be, but that's alright actually. I just concentrate on not getting this anywhere I've already painted it. Of course, it's fireworks night in Scotland and the rest of the UK, I think. So if you hear any explosions, it's not because I live in a dangerous city. It's fireworks. And with a little bit of cleaning up, that's our first mini painted. Just need to let it dry, then add some basing. And so these are the finished result. We've got our unit leader here who has the Lothcat on the base. That's how I'm going to designate them. The basing, I've just put some, I think it's Astro Granite or whatever it was from Games Workshop, and dry brushed it a little bit just to make it look like streets. The Marksman, painted two different ones because I've got two boxes. The other one I gave more of a deserty background to, the blaster burns. But yeah, so you're probably asking, where's the droid? There's the droid. I decided to print my own because I thought it'd fit in better with this squad. So here is my little BMO I've added, and you probably noticed also have some marks on my arm. Don't worry, I was clipping Rue's toenails and he is an actual demon dog, so apologies if you see the scratches and blood all over me. But yeah, so these are the finished squad. Quite happy with them. Put some little details on, like the depth packs and the blasters. It's my favourite one actually. Tried to put some effort into the eyes. So that's how my models look on the table. But what kind of upgrades am I going to give them? Let's have a think. So we've opened up Tabletop Admiral because it is the best thing ever, especially for Star Wars Legion. It's pretty good for MASPG as well. And we'll have a look at the sleeper cell. Now, I think the Rebel Marksman, although expensive at 28 points, is an auto-include. Not just because you can potentially just give out a wound and a suppression, but as one extra body, which means an extra 2 black dice in range or an extra 1 red dice in melee. So yeah, extra numbers, definitely. Rebel Officer, I think it's a good shout as well, because not only does your courage go up to courage 3, but again, you get another 2 black dice, and you can remove suppression, so you can actually use it to remove suppression from the other sleeper cell. Upgrade wise, up close and personal, you only attack range 1 and 2, so why not? Also, it gives you a dodge token, and you have nimble, so as soon as you have a dodge token, you just keep regenerating it. Recon intel gets you up to scout 3. It's a big move, and again, moves are great because you've got tactical, so you're going to be generating aim tokens for yourself. Now, as for the comms ones, I thought the hack comms unit, it gives you a free order token if someone within range 1 of you activates, which I think is good because you don't really want people in front of you or right in front of you, like at range 1, going before you. Remember, you're still rebels, you still have white saves, and you're probably going to die. So yeah, I think being able to go first at short range is probably quite preferable for you. And on to the next list, which I've a little bit different. Again, Rebel Marksman, because you have to. Rebel Comms Technician, because I only have one Rebel Officer, but also I thought the extra upgrade could be quite handy. It's also, again, another 2 black dice, so you're throwing 16 black dice at range 1 or 2, which is just horrible. Offensive Push. I don't regularly like this card because it taps and you have to recover to bring it back. It will give you tactical 2 for 1 turn, so you'll move, gain 2 aim tokens, and then that allows you to reroll 6 dice out of 16 dice you're throwing at someone. I think that's quite powerful because you've taken target scopes, spoiler alert, so that's why you get extra dice to throw. So yeah, I think that's quite handy like that. Comms Jammer, again, to stop people at close range activating before you do. HQ uplink, you go first. Again, stop people at close range activating before you. Now, I did say about the offensive push being tap, but I think I'm going to play these guys most likely alongside Cassian, and I know that one of his command cards allows you to recover, so I think that's a perfect time to use it. Maybe give both your Rebel sleeper cells, or 3 if you run 3 of them, give them all 3 of them tactical 2, push, tap, get 2 aim tokens, throw 16 dice, rerolling a bunch of them, and then use Cassian's command card to recover and potentially do it again. That's how I'm maybe going to run my sleeper cell. I'm going to find out. I'm going to use them this weekend in a wee test game and see how they go. But yeah, that is my video, guys, my unboxing, painting and tactics of the Rebel sleeper cell. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you next time.